The pressure always should be at the owners, because they need to know that, yes, they've come in, they bought this football club. They've bought it in the sole purpose of what? Winning, being successful, not making profits, mate. No, not making profit. No. It's about winning. It's about winning trophies. Chelsea Football, if you buy Chelsea Football Club and thinking you are here to make profit, no, mate, you can fuck off. You can fuck off, because this club is about winning trophies.
So have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well, winning life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so. We've got a notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right, so you know when we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. And salute to the no surrender mentality. And literally big up to every single one of you that are watching right now. Let's have it right. Let's land it. So today we've had all the news break out. Standard. Congratulations to Damak for profiting 2 billion, selling 2 billion worth of property in what was PR'd as 90 minutes, ironically. I think it was less than that. But obviously, great PR. Lovely for our pay-as-you-go sponsorship that we have at the moment on our shirt. And let's see where that continues, that relationship. Also, Blue Co have profited or earned 169.5 million prize money for finishing in 4th position in the league. So, to me, there's no excuses of not going in the market and buying some experience and adding experience and quality into this team. Yeah, that's without Champions League money as well. That's just purely from the Premier League. Yeah, so you're going to get Champions League money as well. So as it stands right now, reported by Nizar Kinsella, Chelsea has around 8 or 9 targets on their agenda. Liam Delap continues to be the major target and is available for 30 million. But there are alternatives like Hugo Ekitike, Benjamin Sisko, and a host of others on the club's radar. Now, we've heard Ekiteke's up for 80 million. He wants to join Chelsea. We're hearing that Delap is in personal talks with Enzo Maresca, like Enzo Maresca was in personal talks with Victor Osimhen before deadline day and on deadline day, who was his preferred striker. But it's been reported that Joe Shields and Enzo Maresca want Delap as their number 9. Yeah, Delap is on 20 grand a week wages. He costs 30 million. He fits the Blue Co and Kerry Eamon Stanley Stuart Little project of buy unproven players without experience, with high potential and resale value. And that is why they're looking at Delap. That's why they're looking at Sesko. And that's why they're looking at Ekitike. Ekitike, 80 million is mad to me. It's reported that Chelsea looked at Victor Gyökeres in the summer of 2023 and again in January 2024, but have yet to make a fresh approach. Gyökeres can leave Sporting for around 70 million. So you could get a Victor Gyökeres for 70 million, or you can get an Ekitike for 80 million, or you can get a Delap 30 million. Yeah, that's via Toothpick Jacobs on Gyökeres. Also, Blue Co Extra, the little brown envelope, has put out, I think as it stands, Blue Co Chelsea and Chelsea owners will not sign Victor Osimhen. We may need to accept this decision. Victor Osimhen wants the same salary he is earning at Napoli and will not go below it. It is around 10 million. So that's 192,000 a week net per season. So he doesn't want to lose wages. He wants what he wants. He's entitled to what he wants. He deserves that sort of money. Haaland's on 500 grand a week. It doesn't surprise me that Victor Osimhen does not want to lower his wage structure. Why should he? He's just won the Turkish league. He's won Serie A. He's prolific. He's got like 39 GA. Gyökeres has got ridiculous GA. That's the data we should be looking at. These are the profile strikers that we should be looking at Chelsea Football Club. But yet we are getting constant rumours and constant brown envelope narratives of Delap, Sesko and Ekitike. And the fact that the sporting directors favour Sesko and Enzo Maresca and Joe Shields favour Delap. But yet we're not hearing that they favour a Victor Osimhen or they favour a Gyökeres. So for me, quite frankly, we are shopping in Primark. We're not looking to shop in Harrods. And that is the ultimate fact right now. And I'm going to back this up because it's come out by Kieran Gill. Is his name Kieran Gill? Let me just confirm that. Kieran Gill. He says, while Chelsea have qualified for Europe's elite competition, being the Champions League, there remains a desire inside of Chelsea to stand by their approach in buying and then nurturing the best young talents in the world. They got a free from desire. Keep on buying kindergartens, free from desire. We want resale value, free from desire. Blueco is all about the profit. What we doing here, bruv? Like, seriously. So we get this PR today, which is the most important actual news in terms of where we are going to go in the transfer market. And everyone's got this false hope that, oh, we're being linked with Delap and all these players, the Ekiteke's and Sesko's, but maybe we're not hearing too much about Osimhen and Gyökeres, so we might just come with a bang with those two signings. What do you not understand? Like, seriously, what do you not get? They're telling you in 5K that their approach in buying and nurturing the best young talents in the world. Well, if that's the case, yeah, Osimhen's 25, he's still young. Jackson's 23 going on 24. What are we doing here? All right, Gyökeres is 27. He's not even hitting his pinnacle, his peak. Neither is Victor Osimhen. What about Wirtz? What about Rodrigo? If you want to talk about the best talents, young talents in the world, they're young, they're the best, they're available, but we're not going to go there. Why? One fact, wages. They will not break that wage structure. They will not break that policy. They won't pop the cherry. And this is why I'm saying to everyone, you have to put pressure on the ownership to make them pop their cherry and bring us what we need. We need experience. We don't need more nurturing the best young talents. You can't even nurture the talent you bought. You bought Viega, loaned him out for 6 months and bring him back to put him up for sale 30 million. Even João Felix is young. He's been loaned out after 6 months. You know, you're loaning all these young players and we're not even seeing them at Chelsea, half of these players. You've bought 90 players in total. You spent 1.6 billion and we're still going in the market to buy more players. We've got a foundation laid here to compete in the Champions League. How do you expect to compete in the Champions League with the intent to win it if you're not going to bring in the caliber of players that can deliver that for you? When you buy an Osimhen or a Gyökeres, striker position's done. You can have Jackson as your backup. We're hearing now that Jackson might be put up for sale. Let's have it right. We're hearing that they're looking to buy 2 strikers. But you're looking at buying an Ekiteke and Delap for 110 million when you can pay 60 million for Gyökeres. Job done. And keep a Jackson or a Mark Guy, whoever you want to go with. But you're not doing that. That's not the thought process. And it's just broken out as well by our legend, our Captain Leader legend, John Terry on TalkSport. Literally breaking news. He's come out and said the owners are quite clear. They aren't going to go down that route. They aren't going to bring someone in who's 29 or 30 years of age on big money. So I don't think we'll go down that route. But I personally think we do need an experienced striker. Now, Delap's not experienced, Sesko's not experienced, Ekiteke's not experienced. Osimhen is, and he's not 29 or 30. He's got resale value. You can bring in Osimhen, keep him for 2 years, and he'll hit his peak, and you can still sell him for top money. You're buying him for 60 million. But at the moment you increase the wage structure and you do pop your cherry, every other player in that squad or any future signings that you want to make will want similar wages. Let's have it right. And they are trying to get off the books of Fofana on 200 grand a week. They tried to get Gorilla off the books in the summer because he's close to 200 grand a week. You got Reece James on 250 grand a week, who's not untouchable. The only untouchable players are Casado and Cole Palmer, right? You've got Enzo Fernandez on 150, 60 grand a week. He's on the cap. He's going to want an increase. If we win the Conference League and you got bonuses from getting Champions League, the wage structure is already going up. So I don't understand the logic of going for a Delap because it's only what? It suits you financially. Everything that they do to squad build, which is what they've been doing, is for financial reasons. Does it fit our wage structure? Does it fit the transfer policy? Does it fit the age bracket? So where are we going to compete? And I want to make this message loud and clear, yeah, because people are fucking blind like Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman. I'm in the dark here. I'm in the dark. 6 transfer windows, and we're still not going in to buy any experience, and we're going back in looking for young players. We've just signed an contract extension for a Strasbourg player that we can't bring in. We're going to keep him there, so he's another loan player. That's not. We've cancelled one less player to go on loan out of the maximum the amount of players that can go on loan. All right. 6 transfer windows and we're still going in the market. We spent the most money out of any club in the last 3 years. And you're telling me we're not going to bring in any experience. Now, it could be all hearsay. It could be, listen, we're looking at these strikers. We're getting a feelers from social media and all the accounts to see what do people think, how are they feeling, what do they want Delap. People, there's a divide in the fan base. So there's people that want Delap. Oh, don't write off Delap like Samu Omodorian. What's he done? All right, and Duran. Well, what's he done? Gone for money. If you don't pay the money, you don't get the players. So have it right. What's Delap going to do? Is Delap going to lead me in Champions League football? Has he had any Champions League experience? No. He's a Man City youth reject, and he's from relegated Ipswich, scoring 12 goals. And you're going to tell me he's going to be our main number 9? Ekiteke, Bundesliga. We've got Nkunku, who got how many? Close to 30 GA in Bundesliga when we bought him. And now we're exiling him to sell him. Are you telling me you can't get 20, 25 goals out of Nkunku, but you're going to pay 80 million for Ekiteke? Make it make sense, mate. Yeah? This is all about profit making. All right? I said to you, show the intent to go in the market and bring the world-class players that we need. A world-class goalkeeper, not another young and inexperienced goalkeeper. A world-class goalkeeper. A fucking world-class centre-back. Because they've already said Trev, they're likely going to sell Trev. He's going to be a surplus bench player, or you can leave. Oh, great, lovely. Do you know what else what broke out? Do you know what else we're looking at? This is hilarious to me, bruv. Let me read you this one. This one's a classic, yeah? Chelsea are interested in signing centre-back Ben Nelson, 21 years old this summer. Nelson was outstanding on loan at Oxford United, and Enzo Maresca is a huge admirer. That's through someone through the Telegraph. What, is he going to replace Trevor Fofana then? Are we keeping Uncle Toz in? Like, what are we doing here? They told you that Sancho's likely to go back. Sancho wants to stay. Enzo Maresca doesn't know what's going to happen with Sancho because he's got no chart. He's got no say in what we do in the market. It's the same old shit, bruv. Yeah? You get what you're given. The gaffer is the model. The model's not going to change because it financially cannot change. And yet, that money you got from Damak, the money you get from being in top 4 from the Premier League, the money you get from Champions League is there to pay off the interest on the debt. It's there to balance the books on PSR, and they will go back in the market again to sell players that they've bought or loan them to bring in more on the same profile and develop them. For what? What are we developing to? We can't be developing players playing in the Champions League. You cannot have Delap against PSG defences, against Barcelona, against Inter Milan's, against Real Madrid. Like, what are we doing here, bruv? If Delap's so good, Sesko and all these players, why is the Real Madrids, the Barcelonas, and all the Bayern Munichs, why are they not buying these players? Why are they not in for these players? Why is Liverpool not going in for him? Why is Liverpool going for Wirtz? 100 million, bosh, just have it right. You want to go for the young talent, superstars. They told you they're going to go in the market, but they're not going to buy the superstars. Rodrigo, superstars like Rodrigo. So what are we propaganding here? What are we building for? We're here to try and help the players that we got, where we got some sort of quality in the team. You need to add. John Terry's telling you that, but he's saying 20, 29, 30-year-olds. Well, he's making a message that he's making a point that they're not looking at experienced players because, well, they don't have resale value. And that's the bottom line. And I'm getting tired of it. Proof will always be in the pudding. Yeah. What about Doué? Go and get a Cherky for that matter. Yeah. Rodrigo, Verts. But we're not getting any of these names, mate. We're not getting any of these names. All we're getting linked to is the same old level of Jackson. And there's talk about Jackson that he might be going. Garnacho, Ruben Amorim says to Garnacho, you better pray that you find the club to sign you in the aftermath of the events surrounding the Europa League final. Yeah? Well, he doesn't have to pray. Carrington and Stanley Stuart Little are well up for it, bruv. They're rock solid. They're solid as a rock to sign Garnacho. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and sign Garnacho, bruv. I would not be surprised. And listen, this is not what we need at Chelsea Football Club. We don't need players like that. These are the players that you avoid. They're problematic. They're not good enough. They don't elevate us. We're meant to increase the quality, the level, the experience. And we're not doing that. We just keep getting linked to these players again, these unproven high potential because the data says so. And what was it? Simon Phillips put out about the XG of Ekiteke, yeah? And this is what they do. This is all they do, these wrong-uns, these brown envelopes. He's scored 15 league goals this season from an XG of 22.55, the biggest XG underperformance in the Bundesliga, minus 7.55. Like, I don't care about XG. I don't care about potential ability. I don't care what the AI scouting data tells me, the AI scouting data that they use, that Burnley uses and the MLS uses. I mean, what are we doing here? Like, why are we looking at a Bundesliga player? Do you not understand? Have we not had enough sample size of signing Bundesliga players and bringing them to the Premier League? And you need to give them time. I'm getting these melts put out comparisons with Victor Osimhen in his first 3 seasons as a player and Nicholas Jackson, and they're all similar goals, 10, 8 goals, 15, 14 goals, whatever. Yeah. But what are we doing here? Osimhen, he's at a level right now where he's not at his peak, but he's the perfect striker for Chelsea. Just pay the fucking wages, you penny pinching clowns. Yeah. Or forget trying to win the Champions League and forget trying to compete in the Premier League when everyone else is strengthening. Like, anyone who's accepting this, you're a joke. You're fugazis in the game. You just go with the narrative. You report on it, but you don't put the pressure, and the pressure makes diamonds. And we are in desperate need of adding real elite quality to this football team. Otherwise, you're just going to be continue to playing Conference League cups. Yeah, next year we won't get top 4 next year in a harder league when everyone else is strengthened, and we're playing Champions League football, and we're not resting players midweek because we're not playing the Conference League. All right, you need squad depth, you need elite players, you need superstars in this team if you want to play in the big elite competition of Champions League and you want to win it, not participate. I don't want to be the youngest team to participate. And don't give me this youngest team nonsense, because PSG's the youngest team in the Champions League. And look at the blend of experience. Look at the elite manager they got. Our manager's saying fuck off to the journalists and pundits and all the critics when he's just got top 4, which ain't even a trophy. And we're playing for a trophy tomorrow. And let's have it right. I expect to win that trophy. That trophy should be having Chelsea's name engraved in it without any doubt or any question. There's no excuses. Yeah. But obviously he's playing his daddy, Manuel Pellegrini. I hope he doesn't bend over for Manuel Pellegrini. Let's have it right. Because let's complete the set. We've won it all. Like, no other club has won it. No other elite club is going to be in the Conference League to win that. So Chelsea will always hold that title. Yeah. But for me, the Conference League, it doesn't mean anything. It's not like, oh, we're building. You build by what you see, what you're building with the team. And the team assemblement and squad building, that demonstrates your ambition, your true ambition, and your intent to win. And as John Obi Mikel said, Chelsea's about winning trophies. If you're here to make profit, you can fuck off. Let's have it right. So, bottom line is this. Tomorrow, we go and beat Real Betis. We win the trophy. Fabrizio Romano says after the final, we're going to be very active in the market. What they do, they've got to sell 15 to 20 players. They've got to recoup some of the money off the players that they bought. And some players like Sterling, that's on 325 grand a week. They've got to do all this stuff, all right, to go back in the market. Break the wage structure. Pop your cherry, Blue Co. Let's have it right. Because if you don't, then you're going to see the same old patterns next year. And I don't want that. I can't have it. Let's have it right. I expect us to win. I think we'll win quite comfortably against Real Betis. I'll be real. I think we're buzzing. The squad's buzzing. They're confident. They want to win that trophy. They want to prove that they can win a trophy. And this is down to tactics between the managers. It's down to team selection. Does Jackson play or does he not play? He's had no run up. It sounds like he's going to get minutes. Who's going to get dropped? Obviously, it's got to be. He might just play Neto and Madueke. Sancho might not play. I don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to keep the same centre-back pairing? Is he going to play low blocks like he did against Nottingham Forest? Is he going to play possession football? It's going to be a very intriguing final. I want to see Chelsea win it. We want to see us win a trophy. Football's about winning trophies. Whether I rate this trophy, I don't. To me, it's not got any substance or heritage. It's a West Ham trophy. It's a tin pot trophy. But a trophy's a trophy. And let's win something. But we have to build on it in the transfer window. That's the trophy for Chelsea right now, to bring in the elite players so that we can compete and win the Champions League and get that third star and challenge for the Premier League title. That is the goal. Anything less is mid mentality, and it's not sustainable. So have it right. So big up to everyone in here. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, put all your comments down below, as always. And win, lose, or draw, Blueco out for me. I've had enough of this nonsense. Change the model. Let's have it right. No surrender mentality. Keep winning life. Up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. And let's bring that trophy home, Chelsea.